So Goa politics is heating up. It's said that I was speaking to one of my journalist friend in Goa, and he said that Goa politics has become, especially during elections, it's a multi-starrer film where the Congress and the BJP are the leading men, and the other parties are competing with each other to get them down. But there is one angle to the whole Goa politics is the people who have changed their parties and have switched just before elections. That is going to be a major factor in this election as well as the Christian votes are also being talked about. So we have our special guests today to talk about why they changed their party and what is their agenda, how Goa politics is going to tackle the turncoats and the people who have changed their party just before the elections. I have with me Mr. Michael Lobo. He was Speaker of Goa Assembly. He was in BJP and shifted to Congress, and now he is a Congress candidate. I also have Mrs. Aliana Saldanha. She was with the BJP. She got elected in the by-poll, and just before election, she shifted to Aam Aadmi Party. Let me start with you, ma'am, first. What prompted you to leave BJP? It is said that the Christian MLAs are leaving BJP because the church is against the BJP, and that is the reason why the Christian MLAs are quitting BJP and joining some other parties. Is that the reason why you shifted to Aam Aadmi Party just few days before the elections?
First and foremost, a very good evening to all. Now, I would like to make it very clear that no member of the church ever spoke to me with reference to the BJP. Now, I was with the BJP for 2 terms.
Yes.
And the first term, I can say, was good because I was able to do a lot of development. There were a lot of pro-people schemes, and people were happy. But somehow, towards the end of the first term and beginning of the second term, the projects that the government was bringing into the state, according to me, are totally anti-people and anti-Goa. Definitely destroying Goa and all that Goa is loved for. I'm talking about the 3 linear projects, okay? Especially, I thought that it was heartless on the part of the government to bring a project like the doubling of the South-Western Railway track. Now, we all know that the existing track is just about 14-15 meters away from the houses all along the route. And now, the second track, as told to me by the South-Western Railway management, would be 14 meters towards the houses. And I was totally flabbergasted to think that the government could ever think of such a project. And I requested the Honorable Chief Minister to come onto the tracks because I wanted him to see for himself what this project would do to the houses and to the lives of the people.
But what would happen to the development? Every state needs a development. You
Yes.
need the railways.
Definitely.
And you waited till 11th hour. If you had an issue, a lot of people say that you could have shifted before. This government is in place since last
It's not
lot of
about
time.
shifting. I'm talking about the issue.
Right.
Now, the issue was such that, as I said, the second track is going to land into the compounds of the houses. Not just one house, but hundreds of houses. Many of the houses being heritage houses. Now, for me, this is destruction. Not only destruction of the houses, but destruction of the lives of the people. And in no way can I term this as development.
Right.
This is destruction because I think those at the helm of affairs have to first understand and find out how much can a state of the size of Goa carry.
Right.
Okay, so this was the issue, and then there were other projects, like for example the highway through the wildlife sanctuary. I was a forest minister. I know the Forest Conservation Act 1980 that is so stringent and does not allow anything to happen within the forest wildlife sanctuary. And here was the government trying to construct a highway through the wildlife sanctuary wherein they would be digging underground, making,
Ma'am, ma'am,
flyovers.
I want to come to that, but you, as you said, you were minister in the BJP government, and these projects started much earlier. Even during Mr. Parrikar's time, these projects were in the pipeline. I would like to come to that, but before that, Michael, she spoke about distraction. You had a distraction in politics because you shifted from BJP to Congress. They were banking on you. And now the BJP thinks that, the chief minister, just a while back, while speaking to us, had said that for BJP it's nation first. For Michael, it's his wife first. And that's why he shifted from BJP to Congress.
I would say no. For me also it's the nation first.
Hmm.
And my wife is not in politics just yesterday. Like they gave one ticket in Sattari Taluka
Hmm.
to one lady who's just come in politics yesterday.
Hmm.
My wife is in the panchayat for 3 terms, that is 15 years. It's more than the chief minister. Chief minister is in politics from 2012.
Hmm.
My wife is in politics from 2007. So she's 1 term more than him. So she was supposed to contest independent. Not now, long back. This is in 2012, 2017. It was Manohar Parrikar who stopped her from contesting in 2017. And for his word, she withdrew from the contest. It was independent she was contesting from Saligaon constituency. So she had withdrawn then.
Right.
So what CM or whoever talks about that wife first is not like that. She is in politics.
So you say that if your wife would have been given ticket, you wouldn't have left BJP?
No, we had decided to leave BJP long back.
Hmm.
I was a minister then. After the demise of Parikarji,
Hmm.
a lot of things changed in Goa politics.
Hmm.
There's no ethics, no principles. Whatever is there is bulldozed.
What kind of ethics and principles you are talking about?
Everything like Manohar Parrikar's words, what Madam was just talking about, that we do not require double tracking in the state of Goa because there are only 2 trains coming. You just check the data.
yeah.
2 trains coming into Goa. Why they want a single line is to transport the coal. Madam failed to tell you that.
Yeah.
Means
I was on the verge
she
of
wanted
the
to
mining
tell.
basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the coal which unloads on the Murmugaon Port Trust.
Port Trust, yeah.
Port, they want a dedicated line to shift the coal from Goa port up to Karnataka.
Right.
Now Karnataka has a port,
has
Right.
5 ports.
and those people are not allowing them to transport the coal
Hmm.
to the destination they want. They want to, Goa being a soft target, Goans are very soft. Now during the COVID times, the highest number of deaths were recorded in Murmugaon and Vasco.
Right.
It's about the coal inhalation. The trucks which are moving from there,
Coal dust.
it's all
Right.
dust of the coal. And people have suffered, people are suffering. And Parikarji had said that we will not increase from 9,000 metric tons of coal. Means we will put a capping. That was the assurance given in the house. It was a house assurance. Dr. Pramod Sawant increased that coal capping from 9,000 to 12,000 metric tons. Now it is increased more than that. Now what we want to say is what coal is required in Karnataka can be unloaded in Karnataka itself. Should not be unloaded in Goa. Whatever is getting unloaded is okay because of the port trusts have to work, there are workers, whatever. 9,000 is fine. But cannot be more than that.
But
So
is-
it's not about the railway line, it's about the coal.
Right.
Now
No,
why
I'm sorry,
why
it's
the
not just the coal, it is also the railway line.
yeah.
Where are the people
Why-
going
why
to
it is
go?
being
They
built?
will not be able to reside in their homes.
Why it
They are
is
going,
being
We are
built?
going to render people homeless. And you cannot term that development.
Are your respective parties are promising you now that the demands which you are raising, for which you left the BJP and have now joined 2 different parties, they will be pushing forward your demands and will not allow this railway line to happen, or the other demands what you have?
Yes, AAP, Mr. Kejriwal has made a very categorical statement that he will scrap the 3 linear projects if his government comes to power in the state of
Then
Goa.
what is the need? Like I just read today that Aam Aadmi Party asked its candidates to take an oath, right? An affidavit they have been asked to sign that they will not change the party. The Congress is taking their candidates to churches and the mandirs and temples
No, it's
and
not
asking
about
them
the
to.
party. It was our suggestion to gain the confidence, the faith of the people. Like last time, what happened? 17 candidates plus independents supported by Congress, plus the MGP, plus the Goa Forward. The only reason was 5 sitting chief ministers were there who wanted that chair.
Hmm.
Chief minister's chair was wanted by 5 sitting MLA, means who had won the this thing. So they were all waiting for 36 hours so that they would be declared. So in that bargain, we formed the government. I was then in the BJP. We formed the government.
Right.
Today everybody is out. Congress party remained with only one leader, that is Digambar Kamath. After that I joined, and these are all new faces.
People say that you are also eyeing for the chief minister's position.
See,
That is one of the reason for you to join Congress.
no, it is. I'm new in the party.
Yeah.
I will work for the party. It is with the party to decide.
Party is not new to you. You have been in Congress before.
Yeah, I've been in Congress before, but it is for the party to decide who will be the chief minister. But we are not going to be in fighting terms. Like if I am not made CM, I would run away or something like that.
Can you promise that there will not be defections after the election results are out?
There won't be
You
any.
know, Goa has always seen defections, ma'am. Can you
As far
promise-
as Congress is
why
concerned.
a party like Aam Aadmi Party is asking you to sign an affidavit, asking you to go to the church and
It was the
asking you to take
decision
the
of
oath?
all the candidates to go in the church, to go in the
Precisely
temple.
because this has been happening.
Right.
Okay, we know what happened as far as the Congress candidates are concerned during the last election. Okay, I think 15 of them, after
Shifted.
winning,
Yeah,
shifted.
shifted.
15 of
Yeah.
them. Okay, so what stops them from doing the same thing now? It almost looks like it's a daily habit to just shift and switch parties, and that is the reason, to gain the confidence of the people and also to ensure that we, check our conscience and make sure that we stay faithful to the party on which ticket we win as candidates.
No, but will this happen finally? Because 60% of, one of the studies says that 60% of the people who are contesting elections from, say, BJP or the Congress or Aam Aadmi Party, they are not from originally that party. They have come from some other parties and are contesting.
Yes, and
Only
I would
23 MLAs are there right now in the Goa Assembly because most of them have left their parties, so they had to resign from their position.
Yes.
What kind of politics
so
Goa is
I
showing?
would like to tell you why I left BJP.
Yeah.
Okay, you did not give me a chance
Yeah.
to complete my answer.
Yeah.
I left BJP because I felt BJP was destroying Goa. And if I am here today in politics, I am in place of late Matani Saldanha, who was my husband.
Right.
Okay. Now, and he was a person who loved Goa, and he led several struggles to protect the environment of Goa. And the projects that the government was bringing into the state were totally destructive as far as the environment is concerned. And precisely for this reason, I felt that I could not continue with the party, and I left.
What will happen post-poll? The Aam Aadmi Party, will it go with the Congress? Will it go with the BJP? Because if there is a hung assembly, will this happen, that the Aam Aadmi Party may be able to go with the Congress than the BJP?
Well, we have not discussed this issue because we expect to get the majority, because as I go from house to house, the response that I'm getting is so very positive,
Right.
because people have realized that they have checked and tasted different parties, and they have seen how these parties have betrayed them. And AAP is a new entrant into the field who has done wonderful work in Delhi, and people want the same to be replicated in the state
You
of
use
Goa.
the word yes.
I would like to correct Madam Aliana Saldanha. She won 2017 election. It was the split in the vote of Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. And she won by 300 odd votes. And that was the split, direct split. You check the record. and check the record of entire Goa. Entire Goa. Congress got 17 numbers. They would have got 24 numbers. You see the number of candidates of Congress lost. Murmugaon by 74 votes. Madam on BJP won. I was also in BJP by 300 odd votes. This was a direct split. Now I would like to tell the people of Goa that Aam Aadmi parties come from Delhi. First they said we are party of principle, this, that, everything, whatever
They
is
are.
agreed.
And they have proved themselves in
Yeah,
Delhi.
yeah.
Okay.
They-
And
everything
the
they said.
election results in Delhi have proved that people are happy with the
Now there are two parties in Goa.
governance.
One is from Bengal, one is from Delhi. They are trying to split the secular votes. Last time they didn't open an account. This time they want to give the numbers back again to BJP, which people of Goa have realized now.
You know what people say?
People of Goa have realized that they
You're
will
absolutely
back
wrong.
again
You're
go with the
absolutely wrong,
Congress
Mr.
party.
Michael.
Michael, you know what
The
people say?
people
That
have realized
if the
that
Congress wins
cannot
elections,
be trusted and that history
17
will repeat
seats
itself.
were won by Congress in last election, 2017. 15 of Congress MLAs shifted
Yes,
to other
absolutely
parties.
right.
Why?
How
sir.
are you going to keep
Tell
it
me the
intact?
reason why.
There is no reason.
You have to
when
answer.
you're elected
No, I
on
was
a,
with the
a
BJP.
party's ticket,
So
you
the
have to remain
only
with the
reason I
party.
have clarified that we had 5 chief ministers on that round table conference, which was going, not conference,
So this time there are no
elect
chief
the
minister aspirants.
To elect the Congress legislature party chief.
Right,
To bring that name, it took them 36 hours.
right. So this time,
Which is a job we BJP asked Madam, she was present. We did it in 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes.
okay. Before we wind up, lastly, I want to ask one question because whenever anybody thinks about Goa politics, people think about betrayal. People shift from one party to other party. You think that the voters are more, their understanding has increased now from 2017? They will teach lessons to those who will be turncoats, who will shift the parties,
I will answer this
and
first.
the
Yes,
oath and
sir.
affidavit, which has been signed by both of you,
Yes. So
will be abided by?
I would like to make a statement on my behalf.
Yes.
The people of my constituency have faith in me because they know that if I have shifted, I have shifted from BJP to Aam Aadmi Party because I was not happy with the governance that was given by the party. It was destructive, both as far as the state is
There will
concerned.
be no shifting henceforth.
Definitely not.
Michael?
I'm very confident that people will send all those guys who shifted.
Not you.
All those guys who shifted. We
Yes, sir.
completed our term.
Yes, okay.
See, I would say directly, Madam has completed her term. I have completed my term. When the code of conduct was announced, we resigned
Right.
to go to the next party. We have gone to the next party. We did not like the way they are going on with the BJP, the way they were handling the party and the issues relating to the people of Goa, common issues.
Absolutely.
Because of that, we have shifted. I am shifted.
Okay.
I have gone to the Congress. She's gone to the Aam Aadmi Party. But I want to tell that all those guys who have shifted will be sent home.
Okay. I have
Yeah.
to,
So,
yes.
the people of my constituency know exactly why I left the BJP. And the people of my constituency are very sure and confident that I have joined the right party, the party that will give governance just as it is happening in Delhi. And the electoral results in Delhi have proved that the people of Delhi are happy with Aam Aadmi Party governance.
Well, on that note, people are really watching this politics because in Goa, it's very difficult to predict, even after the election results. On 14th of Feb, Goa is going to vote for those people. As Michael was saying, will they teach lessons to those who have changed their parties and are now standing on some other party ticket? Will they teach lessons to those who midway left those parties on their ticket, they won the elections? Or, as I always say, that, to predict Goa elections, first let's for the results. Even after the results, it will be very difficult to predict anything. But this time also, we'll have to keep watch on that. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Madam Saldanha, for joining us today.